That's one of the reasons why I could never make any money, was because all I wanted to do was put as my dad would say, the money was burning a hole in my pocket. I remember the first time he told me that, and I'm like, there's no holes in my pocket. He's like, no, it's not about that. It's that you have no sense of holding or saving or waiting. It's all about, I gotta do something, and I gotta do it right now. This is the How to Trade Stocks and Options podcast, brought to you by 10MinuteStockTrader.com, where we cover finance, stocks, options, entrepreneurship, education, and money. And here's your host, voted one of the top 100 people in finance, Christopher Ewell. Hey, can you do me a favor? I really want to help you with trading, and the easiest way for me to do that is by heading to secretinvestingbook.com to get my book, The Secret Investing Book, totally free. All you're doing is covering the shipping price, and we'll send you this book that exposes 13 virtually unknown secrets to take the guesswork out of trading. So grab your copy now at secretinvestingbook.com. Be sure to like, subscribe, and watch all of our past episodes. Afternoon, traders. I hope everything is working correctly. It looked a little bit janky while the theme song intro is going, so I'm hoping that this works. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Happy August 7th, the year of our Lord 2023. My kids are going back to school in 2 days, and they are all kinds of going crazy right now, getting ready for it. So they got today, got tomorrow, and then they're out, which I'm gonna miss them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna miss them, but I also really enjoy my quiet time. So I'm looking forward to get them back into class, into school. I think we're going to be having a break as far as trading goes for a while. I clicked that a little early, but what I was trying to say is I think we're going to be having a break as far as trading goes for a while. We've got the SPY underneath the 20 period moving average. Let's make that a little bigger there. We've got the price under the 20, price under the 10, above the 50. So technically this is still bullish until this crosses back down. Next, MMFI. So we're using the same principles here to determine the trend on the market breadth. So when market breadth is pulling back, we're not getting into a situation where market breadth is pulling back and price is not matching that. So what we see here is market breadth is pulled down to 60 right now, which is above 50. That used to be our crossover point is 50, but now we're looking at it as a trend, and it is definitely trending down. So I would not take any trades right now because of that. I didn't do my intro. Oh well. So back to here, we're going to be trading with the trend of the market. The market is bullish, slightly, weakly bullish, but the MMFI market breadth is not bullish, and that's what we see here. So I'm not going to continue any further. That's kind of the idea here, is start with the market trend before you go with anything else, right? Then getting the outlier data, but I'll go ahead and pull it for you so you can see. There's not too many to choose from. None of these that I know off the top of my head. And I did run them through our outlier scanner, and as you can see, none pulled through here on the setup for entry. So even if I were going to trade past the market breadth, nothing pulled through to trade for me today. Now, one that I wanted to discuss real quick, was Apple. And Outlier had a sell signal on Apple. And I know the CEO at Outlier, he and I were talking about this, and he bought puts on July 13th. July 13th is here at 190.50. And it's definitely come to pay for that. But the reason I want to bring this up is I think this is a good example of A, having patience, and B, knowing your risk. So I don't know how much risk he was willing to take, but I would not have taken that trade and held that trade for multiple reasons. First is it's an upward trend, right? The trend is going up. So if you're buying puts, you're betting against the market continuing to do what it's done for a long time. Next is at 190, it peaked at around 197. So $7 a contract is nothing to scoff at, right? I don't know how much you paid for his contracts. Maybe it was $7. And so that is a little bit higher than I'd be willing to risk. But this does showcase the fact that even when it looks like the dark days are not coming, hey, you know what? The outlier data does pull through. So I thought it was interesting. I wanted to talk about it because I know he was bragging that to me. He's like, look what happened. And I'm like, I know. Yeah, you gave it enough time for it to come back. So either way, let's move into our final thoughts. yeah, I just don't think we're going to be trading too much over the next couple of weeks until the market stabilizes one direction or another. And Julian Komar has this tweet to say exactly that. Avoid trading all the time. Trade when you have an edge. 90% of traders would do better if they respected that, himself included. Avoid trading all the time. Right? The easiest way to avoid trading all the time is to make yourself some rules. It can be my rules or it can be somebody else's rules. It doesn't matter, but you make the rules. And until something happens, don't do anything. I remember back early on in my trading career, when I would have money in my account, not in a trade, I was like, I gotta put something on today. What puts can I sell today? What calls can I sell today? And that's one of the reasons why I could never make any money, was because all I wanted to do was put as my dad would say, the money was burning a hole in my pocket. I remember the first time he told me that, and I'm like, there's no holes in my pocket. He's like, no, it's not about that. It's that you have no sense of holding or saving or waiting. It's all about, I got to do something, and I got to do it right now. And yeah, that definitely came back to bite me in the backside, learning how to trade correctly. So that is going to wrap it up for today. I don't know how long it's going to be till we trade again. The market very possibly could bounce back up. And let me clear this out. A little easier to read. I made a lot of notes on there. The market could absolutely bounce back up and continue on at this point. And I would let it. I'm not going to stop it. But I do think that it's going to take a lot of market participants to change their mind, because the 10's now under the 20, price is under the 50 on MMFI. It's going to take a lot more people participating to make that trend as strong as it was. And I don't know when that's going to be, but I'll sit and patiently wait in cash until that time comes. Thank you so much for coming to today's 10-Minute Trading Room. I will see you right back here tomorrow. Hey, don't forget to grab your free Secret Investing book over at secretinvestingbook.com while it's still available.